let's celebrate a little bit about what Bandits Buddies Rescue does. Our guest is Sandy Polly. Did I say it all right?
Yes, you did.
Just
perfect.
like in the rehearsal. Now, where do you rescue animals from?
We get most of them from the high kill shelters. They're 11th hour rescue dogs.
Okay.
We do get owner surrenders, but most of them are second chance dogs needing another chance at a home.
Now, so you'll go to the shelter that actually, I'm going to be more frank, they kill the dogs.
Most of them. Here in the valley, there's a high euthanasia
But you go to those
rate.
that do that, and you say, I'll take the dog.
Absolutely.
And we will try to get it placed somewhere.
Get them a forever home.
Yeah. Now, rescue is a term that I've heard a lot over just these last couple of years. Like, oh, is your dog a rescue? And that means that instead of going to a pet shop and buying a dog, they go to a shelter such as yours.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how many dogs will go through your program a week or a month?
It varies. We do about 4 adoptions on average. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
Per week?
A week.
Every week.
Yeah, and we
That's
do
good.
our adoptions at a local PetSmart. It's on Clovis right now, 470 Shaw Avenue at Clovis.
What's about the cross street? About Sunnyside?
It's
or?
Clovis and Shaw Avenues.
Clovis, Shaw
And we're
Avenue,
there
right
from
there.
noon to 4. They allow us a spot there.
Yeah. Well, if you're just thinking about getting a dog, now here's some of the dogs. How beautiful! They look loved and happy. Look at that happy dog. Now, if somebody's thinking, just even considering getting a dog, they could go down there to PetSmart and just look and see what you have and see if they
Absolutely.
fall in love with one.
We also have a pet. Where they're on Pet Finders. You just Google. No, you just go to Pet Finders and put in your zip code, what kind of dog. Our dogs are also on Pet Finders under
Okay.
Bandits Buddies. So
as soon as they come in, you put them, get a picture.
after
and-
they're altered and vetted. Then they go up on our Pet Finder page and on our Facebook page. You can hit adoptable dogs.
altered and bedded. What does that mean?
They're all of our dogs are by law. They're spayed or neutered.
Oh, that's the law now. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's a law. They're vaccinated, microchipped, dewormed, flea treated, and if there's any health issues, they're taken care of before they're
Okay.
made available.
So they're getting a good, healthy dog. They're not going to have to get the dog
Yes.
and then, put all that money into it themselves.
Absolutely.
Now, is there probably a little cost if they adopt one of these dogs?
The adoption fees range from $50 for a senior all the way to $200 for some of the puppies.
Okay,
Just-
because you have a great expense saving these dogs.
It costs way more.
Yeah.
People don't realize it costs way more to get them ready for the public to be available than what's into the puppy.
Yeah.
They're-
So it's a bargain, in other words. You're getting a good, healthy dog that you have vetted, this group has vetted, got their shots, their spay, their worm, whatever.
whatever their basic needs are. Yes.
Now, if we could backtrack a little and talk about the little darker side of lost pets and pets being taken to facilities. Do you know how many dogs a year in Fresno are just picked up off the street?
I'm not sure the numbers picked up. I do know the euthanasia rates are high here in
Very
the
high in
valley. They're
Fresno,
the
yeah.
third highest euthanasia rates in the nation, and that's just because of the amount of unaltered dogs out there. So.
Unaltered dogs. That's
Right.
why the law now is that they have to be fixed
Yes.
before. Now, I've read that there's tens of thousands a year in Fresno, dogs running loose that are picked up by, the Humane Society or whatever you call them.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that number because that's not my forte. I'm just saving what I can save.
And do you ever get a dog that you just can't place?
We have a few seniors that have been with us for a long time. That doesn't mean that somebody someday might not want them, but they can stay with us until they find that home, or they can stay with us until their time is up.
It's not bad to get a senior dog if you want a dog that's a little less active and
Absolutely.
Sleeps a lot and just a nice companion. The senior
Yes.
dogs can be nice too. So, now, Bandits Buddies Rescue, is that a nonprofit?
We are a nonprofit. We do have a 501, so we've been a nonprofit since 2009.
And where are the dogs staying?
Foster home based mostly. Some stay with me, but we do have a lot of foster homes.
Okay, so you have some people lined up. You could leave the dog with them, and then on the weekend, the Saturday, you're going
Yeah,
to go
then
to
we
PetSmart.
take
You
them all to PetSmart.
Take them all down there.
Yeah.
Now, tell us the hours again. I'm asking you this about 3 times.
PetSmart, but PetSmart on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays from noon to 4 at
Okay, noon to
470
4.
Shaw Avenue.
470 Shaw. If you're even thinking of getting a dog, this is the place to start. On Saturdays over at PetSmart, noon to 4.
And if you do see something on Pet Finder or our Facebook page or our adoptable dog lists, let us know ahead of time to make sure that it is going to be there, because
Okay.
some of the foster homes do have commitments.
Yeah,
So.
And also, if you see a dog you like, you might want to let them know so they don't give it to someone else before you can get there. I bet that happens.
Sometimes, yes, it does.
And do you have pets of your own, or is this plenty?
I have Bandit, the dog that started all of this. He's almost 16. I was going to bring him today, but he's a little tired and crabby.
So all the other dogs are his buddies.
These are his buddies, yes. Those are his buddies. And we do have, I've kept a few that are not social, that they probably weren't going to be adopted, but he's my child.
Okay. So does he get along with all the dogs that come in?
He he pretty much does. I don't do English bulldogs. I don't take that breed in, but he just has something against those. But other than that, he's very friendly.
There's a little prejudice
Yes,
against the
he has
English
a little
bulldog.
prejudice against English bulldogs.
But they're beautiful dogs too.
Yes, they are, and there's no ugly dog.
Now, are there still a lot of dog breeders out there?
There probably are. Maybe not in comparison to years ago, but everybody's in the dog realm is trying to promote not to breed, because there's so many purebreds dying in the shelters. Why would you want to breed them? You know,
do more.
There's just, if you go to the local shelters, and you might find that purebred that you want to get as a puppy.
And don't you find that maybe the mixed breed have a little better
they're healthier, and they might be less temperamental. Yes,
less temperamental.
They seem to be more healthy than purebreds.
So if things keep going the way it's going, and all people are going to get their dogs from shelters, and all those dogs are going to be fixed, we might start seeing a decline in the population rate, the out-of-control population rate we've seen.
I don't see that happening, not that I wouldn't want it to happen, because look, when you drive around in Fresno, every day, you, I, whoever, are going to see a stray dog.
Stray dogs.
I mean, you see it. So I don't know what the answer to that is, unless they just force people to spay and neuter these animals. I don't know what the answer is to that.
Now, if somebody wants to get involved, where should they start?
As far as
like with your organization, Bandits Buddies.
You can just we have an email address. You can message us on Facebook. You can email us at banditsbuddiesrescue@gmail.com.
Okay, but maybe they could start with the Facebook. Go to
Yeah.
Facebook, types Bandits Buddies or Bandits Buddies Rescue. It'll pop up.
Yes, it will.
And you can look through some of the things you guys do on the Facebook. And is there contact information on there,
Yes.
I imagine?
Yes.
Yeah, and if all else fails, you can't find them and you want to get involved, call me. I'll give you their direct phone number. In fact, we put a phone number on the screen. Is it 349-8188?
Yes, that's my cell. So,
Your cell?
Yeah.
Were we supposed to put that up there?
That's fine.
That's okay.
That's perfect.
349-8188.
Absolutely.
If you think you want a dog, you know you want a dog. If you want to volunteer, if you want to be a foster parent to a dog, so to save it from the kill shelter until they could find a home.
Absolutely.
Any of those things they could contact you about. Any other reason they would want to contact you?
It's just that they want to meet somebody or get involved, like you said. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and there's a few of these no-kill shelters around town.
There are several, yes.
And so this is a good one. They're saving Fresno, they're saving the dogs, and they're making sure that the dogs, when they go back out of the shelter, they're fixed, ready to go. They're not going to add to the problem. They're just going to be a good, friendly companion for whoever adopts a dog.
And the thing about being in foster homes, we know their personalities, so it makes it easy to make a better fit. So,
anything else you want our viewers to know today?
You know what? We are looking for a place, dog-friendly area. We have to move. My particular property has been sold to developers, so we are moving, and we're looking for something dog-friendly where there's no people going to complain about barking dogs. So, because I do have the majority of the fosters. I mean, we have them fostered out, but I have most of them.
Maybe a place with some space.
Some space, and then absolutely donations to help us get that down so we can get that move going. It's got to happen pretty soon.
And I don't, because we don't sit around thinking about it, but I can't even imagine the amount of food you must buy. Donations would be helpful. The veterinary costs, the health costs, just the labor-intensive.
Unfortunately, most of the expense is out of my pocket. We don't have a lot of big supporters and donors. We have, we have a few, but a lot of it is out of my pocket, the expense, because the dogs are not going to do without. They get cared for, vetted if they don't feel good, and they do eat a lot.
I bet they do. And so any donations is tax deductible. They're a 501c3. If it's come up to the end of the year, some people like at the end of the year to make a big contribution they calculate their taxes, say, wow, if I gave away a couple $1,000s, I would actually have more income because I have more deductions, and this is a good place to do it. Bandits Buddies Rescue. Go to Facebook, type Bandits Buddies Rescue, and if you can't find a phone number or an email or some way to contact them, contact us here at Central Valley Talk. We'll put you right in touch with them. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for
and
having
thanks
us.
for doing what you do.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.